Imagine being a highly trained fighter pilot flying thousands of feet above the ocean. Then suddenly you see something in the sky that science cannot explain. There were no wings, no engine, and no visible way to fly. Yet somehow, the object remained perfectly in the air. And the most shocking part, these reports did not come from ordinary people. They came from highly trained US Navy pilots. It was like nothing I'd ever seen. We had to report it. The mystery began in 2004, high above the Pacific Ocean. At first, it seemed like a routine military operation. But soon everything was about to change. Then something unusual appeared on the radar screens. At first, the operators thought it was a technical error. But the mysterious objects kept appearing again and again. What happened next left the radar operators stunned. These objects appeared to drop from nearly 80,000 feet to just above the ocean in only a few seconds. At first, everyone believed it was just a radar malfunction, a simple technical glitch, nothing more. But the strange signals refused to disappear. The mystery had grown too serious to ignore, so the Navy made a decision. Experienced fighter pilots were ordered to investigate the unidentified targets. As the pilots looked down, they noticed something strange. The ocean surface below was behaving in a way they had never seen before. It looked as if something enormous was hiding beneath the ocean surface. Something powerful enough to disturb the water, yet completely invisible. Then suddenly they saw it. A strange white object moving above the ocean, unlike anything they had ever encountered before. The object was unlike any aircraft ever built. It was smooth, bright white, and shaped like a giant Tic Tac. There were no wings, no windows, and no visible controls. There were no wings, no exhaust trails, and no identifying markings. It looked nothing like a plane, a drone, or any known military aircraft. Curious about what he was seeing, Commander David Fravor decided to move closer. He wanted a better look at the mysterious object. But then, something unbelievable happened. As Fravor moved toward the object, it began reacting to his movements, almost as if it knew exactly what he was doing. It was almost as if the object could predict his actions. Every move the pilot made, the mysterious craft responded instantly, as though it already knew what would happen next. Then suddenly, the object did something impossible. Without any warning, it accelerated at a speed that seemed to defy the laws of physics. And then it was gone. In just a few seconds, the object disappeared completely, as if it had never been there at all. Even the most experienced pilots were left completely stunned. Professionals with thousands of flight hours. Yet none of us had ever seen anything like this before. What was that thing? But the mystery was far from over. Many believed the encounter was a one-time event. They were wrong. The sightings would continue for years to come. A decade later, the reports started appearing again. Between 2014 and 2015, US Navy pilots began reporting new encounters with mysterious objects, and this time there were many of them. Soon, pilots along the East Coast began seeing the objects regularly. What started as a few reports was becoming a pattern. And then, without any warning, the objects would suddenly accelerate. One moment they were there, the next moment they were gone.
These encounters were no longer based on eyewitness accounts alone. Military sensors, radar systems, and infrared cameras were now capturing the objects as well.
Soon after, another video surfaced. This one became known as GIMBAL. And what it showed made the mystery even deeper.
Then came the moment that shocked the world. In 2020, the Pentagon officially confirmed that the videos were real. Not fake, not edited, but genuine military recordings. However, the Pentagon never said these objects were alien spacecraft. The videos were real, but the true identity of the objects remained unknown, as in his eyes. As the mystery grew, experts began offering explanations. Some believed the objects were advanced drones. Yet despite years of analysis, no single explanation could account for every encounter.